People say religion is a crutch. And what they mean by that is that people who lean on religion and have religion as part of their lives are avoiding the tough things of life and just hiding behind something and just taking the easy way. And to be sure, I've seen people use religion as a crutch. But if you're following the way of Jesus, if you are truly going to be a disciple of this guy, Jesus, and you're looking for a crutch, you're looking for an easier life, you've probably made a mistake. Because following Jesus does not lead to an easy road. It does not lead to you having a crutch. It doesn't mean that there aren't times that the people around you who are also followers won't help you through the tough times, of course. And there is a good reason why we have things like crutches, of course. If you break your leg, you'll need a crutch. But the truth is that following Jesus will sometimes take you into the most difficult places that there is to go. Take, for example, the teachings of Jesus about forgiveness. One time, Jesus' closest friend Peter came to him and said, "Jesus, how many times should I forgive someone I know that has hurt me, has sinned against me? Should it be even up to 7 times? Jesus said to Peter, "No, mate, try 70 times 7. And I don't think Jesus was trying to say this is exactly how many it is, but he was trying to say, whatever you think, you've got to multiply it by lots. 70 times 7. Forgiveness. I don't know if you've ever had to forgive people. I'm quite sure that you have. But it can be the hardest thing to forgive someone who's hurt you. The hardest thing. And then to do it again, even harder. And again, even harder and harder. Now, I want to make something clear about forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't mean you should just put up with everything. In fact, Peter asked this question in response to some teaching from Jesus about the right amount of boundaries and how to respond when someone's doing the wrong thing and how to address that. So it's not being asked by Jesus to forgive people is not saying you need to keep yourself in a situation which is toxic and unhealthy. Not at all. In fact, really important to say this around issues like domestic violence and those sorts of things. This is not an instruction to stay in a situation that you should not be in. We are told to create some healthy boundaries, and there are times that you need to walk away. But forgiveness is a matter of the heart. And sometimes, even when we've created boundaries, we need to think about whether forgiveness is what we need to do. See, the opposite of forgiveness is bitterness and anger and even hatred. And I've struggled with this, and I bet you have too. People that have done the wrong thing by us, and we just hold on to it. And it hurts. And it hurts. And it hurts. And the truth is that it probably hurts us more than the other person. And we have thoughts for revenge and wanting to make sure that we have some sort of justice and that that person who has hurt us might suffer too. But we can let those thoughts, those feelings consume us. And in the end, that's hurt upon hurt. But forgiveness Forgiveness is about releasing that person from the mistakes of their past and also releasing ourselves. Now, I'm not suggesting that should be motivated by what's good for us. Not at all. In fact, Jesus goes on to talk to Peter and the people around, explaining where forgiveness comes from. And he tells a story about how people receive forgiveness. And he tells a story that's really about explaining that we have received mercy from God. And out of that, we should give it to others. You see, this is the Christian life, that we receive from God the most amazing gifts, love beyond measure, forgiveness, not only 70 times 7, but 777 times 7, and mercy and grace. And out of what we've received, we receive lives of joy, but then we are called to give that same love, that same mercy, that same grace, that same forgiveness to the people around us. And because God loves us, he knows that it's good not only for the people around us, but also for us. So if you're looking for a crutch, if you're looking for an easy way out, probably don't follow Jesus. But if you want life, and life to its fullest, if you want to make the world a better place for you and for the people around you, follow the way of Jesus.